Is this Tiffany with dogs?
This is my dog. We're in the country, and somebody just walked by. They're walking their dog, so lots going on here.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I did an interview with one of the members of Tesla a few weeks ago, and the same thing. Suddenly, the dogs start barking in the background. It was like the funniest part of the interview. Right there, suddenly, like, oh, these dogs are going crazy.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. What?
I live off of a country road, so my dog is like, "There's people. This is exciting. It must be my dog." So I'm going to lock her out on the patio for a minute while she does her job.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's totally fine. That reminds me actually of I love a Morkie at home. Anytime there's a squirrel, it's like, freak out. Oh my gosh, there's a squirrel. And lets us all know about that. Like, okay, great, awesome.
They get quite excited, don't they?
They do. They get all nuts.
Her name is Daisy. She's a collie, so she doesn't know any different.
Oh.
She's doing her thing. But yes, I live outside Nashville, and I live in what looks like a Thomas Kincaid portrait. It's just all rolling hills and green grass and lots of squirrels, and lots of deer. So there's lots of things for her to chase and get into, but we're only home for a minute. The dogs will be going to my son's in Kentucky, where I go out on the road for a little while. So I'm excited about the new Shadows tour coming out, everybody. That's what I'm getting ready for, so she can bark away right now while I've been on the computer, drinking tons of cups of coffee, planning tours, and getting into like our world like finally again. This is exciting. Everybody's kind of going back out on the road.
I know this is okay. So finally, we have activity, which that is like the theme for like every artist right now. Is hey, we actually get to go out on tour and kind of ease back in as the year goes along. How did you spend the bulk of your artistic output? I mean, anyone can look at the socials and see what you've been posting, but artistically behind the scenes, how did you end up spending the last year of the pandemic, keeping active, getting stuff ready for when you can start putting stuff back out to the world this year and beyond?
Oh, well, the album Shadows was finished before COVID, so this is like a year behind. The same thing with the tour. So we've been waiting, at Bay to be able to do the live tour and just kind of release all the albums. So TiffanyTunes.com, everything Tiff World there. In between, definitely there was a lot of creative of reworking websites and reworking tours and how to do new meet and greets and, all that kind of stuff, new merch. So lots of creativity behind the scenes. And I started a food club called Let's Food with Tiffany. So follow me on Instagram, everybody, because I'm cooking my heart out. I love working with restaurants from Juji to mom and pop. And now that we're going to be going on the road, I'll be entwining that as well on the tour. So going to your local pizza places, going to, some of the mom and pop restaurants where I learn great recipes. And the whole take is I usually come in and either rework one of their recipes or they put one of mine on. Or we could do a rocktail, which is my cocktail. So, but it's just another meet and greet package. It's just another way to, to have normality again. I think now that we've got the green light to do music, it's like, well, we're just going to do that. We're just going to do music everywhere. Small shows, big shows, our tour, band shows, acoustic shows.
Right.
But I think it's really, again, we're celebrating the new music. We're celebrating, life getting back together, like you said, live music. So all things are at TiffanyTunes.com, and check me out there because we're going to start June 5th. We go out.
You had the Shadows from this trip back in March and unveiled a few of the songs. And, of course, there was the blue vinyl release. Before I get into Hey Baby, why blue vinyl? Why that color in particular?
It's cool.
The simplest of explanations. I figured it's something more like that. But, yeah, I mean, it stands out. It jumps out just like, ooh, that with your Tiffany logo on that. And like I said, Hey Baby's on there. I think We're Alone Now. Of course, the re-record is on there. Listening to Hey Baby, and the last time I talked to you was literally, I checked this morning, it was 2 years and 3 days ago, in fact, was my last interview with you, and we were talking about your sound with like Foo Fighters influence and Blondie influence and that sort of thing. When I listen to Hey Baby, I hear a lot of that. Plus, honestly, I hear a little bit of Miley Cyrus as well. It fits in contemporaneously, but you're the artist. How did you write that particular song? How did that come together?
That really came together through like my, definitely Ramones influence and Go-Go's and, just kind of it came to be writing that song. I mean, obviously I'm usually with my producer and he's playing music and, he's got a track in mind, but that as a lyricist, I start to kind of hum certain things and we either write it together or, kind of like definitely I'm inspired heavily by what's being played around me. So, Hey Baby just reminded me of like the fun, flirtatious, little Go-Go's, a little shake it off, a little like, love gone wrong, but I'm not going to let it end kind of thing. So, I mean, again, I think it's been such a wild ride because this Shadows, the album, was supposed to come out before COVID, right, literally like 2 weeks before. So it was like, this is awful. Everything just stopped. And now we're doing it, starting up over again. But it's really at the right time because I think, people just, again, want to kind of reminisce. Better time, more, fun songs. It's not something so heavy, getting back into things, just enjoying a good summer day. So Hey Baby is all of that. It really is. So I can't wait to be out, rocking this song. We've been doing it acoustically, but we're going to be doing it live. And a few members of LA Guns are going to be joining me with my band. So I'm excited about that. It's kind of up the stakes a little bit. We're going to be rocking some really, really cool, like you said, modern production, but with a little 80s wink, very rock and roll though, with the boys. So I can't wait to just be in different cities all over. Again, we're doing it from June 5th as our tour until the end of November. So I'm very excited about that.
Do you find, having spent over a year since it was supposed to come out, and this is something I find when I talk about other artists that had something ready to go before the pandemic and then it had to be paused for a year, do you find yourself approaching the songs different, having essentially had a time to live with them without performing them for the public?
Well, yes. I mean, we debuted the live album on a live stream. Sorry, we debuted the album on live stream, but that was in Vegas. So that was our first day of like really playing it. We played it since we recorded, and I used the same band that recorded the tracks. They usually go and play with me. So we're reworking some things for the Shadows tour now, having LA Guns partners and some of the members there. But usually, we went into rehearsal. New stuff is always a little like, you got these butterflies to work out and all that kind of stuff. And I still get butterflies every time I sing. So, nothing's changed. But that's a good thing. And then doing the music with the social distance and still live stream, and now going out and doing a few shows that we've been doing rehearsals just a little bit, just acoustically with the new material. It's been, they mean more to me a little bit. I'm almost familiar with them. I see the happiness that they bring, again, just music, period. Even with people wearing a mask, a little twinkle in their eyes. So, yeah, I think we've learned that life is very precious. That what I do, brings a lot of happiness, and it brings happiness to me. So I'm forever grateful.
And got about a minute left with you, so very quickly, last time I talked to you, you were talking about recording on the bus and that you had sort of a thing where people could watch you recording for 30 minutes on the bus. Are you going to be doing anything similar in terms of recording and writing as you're touring around and coming up with more music and maybe recording on the road? Was that a one-time thing back in 2019? What's the plan for this year as you go around the country?
Well, probably not so much recording unless it just comes creatively and organically, we're, again, hanging out or something. But this is a pretty packed tour, from performances with the band, live band, to meet and greets, to the acoustic stuff we're offering, to promotion, to going into lots of other things. Let's Food with Tiffany is still going to be happening. So there's a full day planned. I think in between I might be doing yoga, taking a nap. But, I definitely want to do some other things that we can offer with the fans. Some other things that have been my passion that I've learned in COVID and that I've grown as well, some other interests. So, yeah, I mean, it might be yoga with Tiffany. You never know. So anything that sounds fun, I want to just include people and see what we can get into.
Best thing is stuff is happening. 2021 is going to be fun for you, Tiffany. Have a good tour, good rest of the year. Good day with Daisy, barking at whomever's running by you today. Have a good rest of the day, and we'll see you down the road in the future.